Greetings to the brethren and sisters across the universe right there. Big up all yourself for tuning into this here Friday edition of this Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up all yourself for tuning into another reaction, brothers and sisters. Big up to our Mystelics family and the new individuals who tuned in to see what's up with my thoughts and comments on this here vibrations. What are yours? Leave your thoughts and comments also in the comment box. Keep it in mind, I'll be reacting to the comments on the video. Today is the last day, brothers and sisters. So of course, if you want me to react to this here video, the comments on this here video, let it be the most for the week right there, brothers and sisters. Of course, I'll be reacting to that tomorrow, Saturday. God's Spirit right there, brothers and sisters. Of course, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't be shy. Click the thing. Click the thing, brothers and sisters, to help push. And of course, for YouTube to recommend more of my videos for you right there. Definitely click the thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe if you're not done so yet. Subscribe for more vibrations, brothers and sisters. So of course, you'll be notified when I post and publish new videos. And of course, you'll be notified on YouTube. Ready, brothers and sisters. And I think on your email as well, if you have connected it that way. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without a further ado, let us get into the vibrations. Of course, we have none other than Dr. Thompson Fountain. And this is Dr. Thompson Fountain heading to court once again. I thought this situation was over, but I figure, hey, might as well share it with you guys. I was going to do a different video, but I decided, hey, let's do this one right there.
Very good morning to everyone.
Good morning, evening, and good night.
Rainy day here in Dominica this morning, and I am headed back to
court.
This will be my 24th court appearance over the past several years. And the matter has been heard in the magistrate's court. Now, what is very interesting about this particular matter is that it goes back to charges that were brought against me in 2017. We had a major protest action against the government, and out of that, I was arrested and charged with obstruction as well as unlawful assembly. The obstruction charge went through the lower court, the magistrate's court, and the unlawful assembly, which would send me to jail, went to the high court.
So guys, keep in mind, like I mentioned yesterday, one of the strategies that the government is using is to target the opposition and just waste time. Keep in mind, I've been talking about wasting time for the longest time, brothers and sisters, since the whole Rona situation. I'm talking about wasting time, and we've seen the very evidence of that yet again. He's back to court for his 24th time, brothers. That's crazy. For the 24th time. I didn't see the full video, brothers and sisters, but I know it's most likely going to be adjourned yet again.
Well, at the High Court, the very first time the charges were heard at the High Court, we got a major victory where the judge ruled that my arrest and detention had nothing to do with justice, that it was frivolous, and dismissed every single charge against me. In the process of dismissing this charge, he also said that I could not be charged in any court of Dominica under the matters that are arising from this particular instance, which is related to the events of the 7th of February 2017.
That is the High Court, eh? The High Court that ruled this.
So with this order in hand from the High Court, we went back to the low court, expecting the magistrate to dismiss the charges of obstruction against me. Instead, the magistrate said, very strangely, indicated that the order from the High Court judge had list his case number. He did not put his case number on the order, and because his case number was not on the order, he could not throw out the charges. In other words, what he's saying is that, irrespective of what the judge says, that
irrespective of what the High Court says, not just the judge, the High Court, brothers and sisters, going back to the low court, and they say no, we don't know about these things that have nothing to do with us. Killing time. That is all that is happening right there, brothers and sisters. Killing time. Now tell me, brothers and sisters, is Lennox Linton, keep in mind when Lennox Linton was opposition leader, wasn't it Lennox Linton that was always in the courts? Somebody tell me, when last have you heard Lennox Linton being in the courts? Somebody, talk to me, please. When last you hear Lennox Linton being in the courts?
he cannot be charged in any court of Dominica. That does not apply to him. So that's why we are back in court. We again had to challenge this, take it back to the High Court, and today we are going back into the Magistrates Court with this matter, a matter that's been hanging over my head for the past 8 years, a matter that has cost me literally tens of thousands of dollars, because at the time I was working in South Sudan, and I made trip after trip to Dominica just to have the case tossed out or postponed to a later date. And that's how it has been. You know, it's been a struggle in this Magistrates Court, and quite, you know, for me, quite stressful. But we continue to fight.
But that's the whole point. They want to stress you out so that you can, you know, finally give up. That's the whole point. I'm not the first one saying this, brothers and sisters. He just reiterated that right there. Vescott also indicated the same thing, brothers and sisters. And of course, the White Rasta, aka Guay, stated the same thing. It seems like they're prolonging time for them, and they're wasting time. That's all happening. They're wasting time.
Right, we're not giving up. I have a very competent lawyer in Geoffrey later, and we'll continue to battle it out. So I'll keep you posted as to what's going down in the court this morning. I'm still making my way. It's a very rainy day in Dominica. 2 tourist boats I put in port this morning. The traffic is very congested, but we should get there. Yeah, but that's what it is.
As you talking about the traffic, brothers and sisters, why haven't they done something about this? In fact, they are making it harder when it's like we're talking about the interference, brothers and sisters, when it comes down to the Constitution, not infringing on others' rights. But for some reason or the other, when there's tourist boats, it seems like the tourist boats and whatever activities that they're doing, literally infringing on the rights of the people to have proper access. Sometimes the road is backed up, literally backed up, brothers and sisters. Backed up. Why haven't they figured out a way to solve these problems? Why? No. That happening for years upon years. Upon years, upon years, upon years. Years, more years, just like rice. Rice. More rice, brothers and sisters. If you understand the reference to that, you get the point. Years upon years upon years. And what are they doing about it? Absolutely nothing.
At the court. Time number 24th court appearance. I think I should hold the world record, the Dominica record, for the most appearances in court over a single matter. That's our justice system.
24 times. 24 times for the same matter. 24 times. And you guys don't think something fishy is happening there. 24 times.
System here in Dominica. That's what we have. And that's the kind of government under which we operate here in Dominica. But we're not bowed. We will continue to fight. We'll continue to stand strong. We'll continue to do what we have to do to speak up against this unlawful action.
Tyranny that day.
It's really quite a mystery. Although I don't want to comment too much on the court actions, but it's a mystery to me that a higher court, a superior court, can rule one way, and a local court, a lower court, can say, well, that does not apply to our court.
But that says a lot. That literally says a lot about the whole system, brothers and sisters. I tell you guys, the system is truly rigged. I mean, isn't this evidence enough to prove this?
Very, very strange, but that's the system we have here in Dominica. That's what we're going through. We continue to fight. And mark you, this is separate from the charge arising out of the March 19 incident, the recent time which I was arrested, the third and more recent time which I was arrested, as we protested against not against, but in support of electoral reform, asking for a clean list and asking that the government respects our electoral system.
And the police came and violated the people's rights. And then now they are in court. They actually came to court today. I have a video of that. And guess what happened, brothers and sisters? I was going to put this video part of this, but I realized this is going to be a long video. Let me try my best to keep it short as possible, brothers and sisters. But guess what happened? It adjourned again, wasting time. Just wasting time. Over and over, wasting, adjourning, wasting, adjournment, wasting time. And guess who pays for it? You. And you wonder why you don't have proper facilities in the hospital. You wonder why you don't have proper roads. You wonder why education is on the journey. You're just sucking. Brothers and sisters, come on. Because they are taking the money, wasting it, going after the opposition. Just so they can get a little upper hand as a result of the, what do you call it? Social cut off public opinion, brothers and sisters. So they can have an upper hand on the cut of public opinion.
I was arrested on this along with 24 other patriots. In fact, they were
violating the people's rights. Boy, I tell you. And you ask yourself, well, when the government violates people's rights, who holds the government accountable? It's supposed to be the people. But if the people can, then other government officials supposed to see what is happening. They themselves are in cahoots with the same corruption. That's crazy, bro.
Tomorrow for that matter, but I was not charged or arrested with the others. I am basically, you know, if you like, on my own in a sense. So I'm back in court in January on this matter. But the rest of the
so the adjourn now.
For the other 24 who were arrested are back in court tomorrow.
That is today, guys. That is what I'm talking about. They adjourned it, I think, for April 2026. They just keep wasting time, brother. How much time I have to show, boy?
One interesting development in that is that a number of them who had very onerous bail conditions, including the seizure of the passports, including the fact that they could not talk. Individuals like Honorable Spikes John, Johnson Boston, individuals who were told that they could not leave the country without permission, that they have to report twice daily. We have this young man, Alan Baptiste from La Plaine, and others like him. The court a couple of months ago removed some of these onerous conditions, so most of these individuals actually got their passports returned to them.
So what was the point of taking it away? What was the point? Bro, help me understand. What was the point? Because if you're saying that these folks are flight risks, right? Why are you giving them the ability for them to become a flight risk again? If you decide it was that was the issue, why on earth are you... Boy, what kind of system is this one?
But they still have to report.
What kind of system is that?
To the police station. Effectively, they're still held prisoner, if you like, for that particular event. So we continue to fight Dominica. We are not giving up. We are not losing hope. We are confident that at the end of the day we will prevail. Justice is on our side. Fairness is on our side.
But are they playing fair? That is the question. And if they are playing fair, then it seems like they are constantly adjourning. I'm sure this one is going to be adjourned. I'm sure. I am 100% certain.
We have been terribly wronged in this case. What this government has done to prosecute the opposition is untenable. And the people of Dominica should make this government pay for this. Right?
But you do know that is a sign of dictatorship. That's what dictators tend to do. Because if you know in dictatorship countries, what do they do when they find that there's an opposition rising against them to dethrone them, brothers and sisters? They then do what? They target the opposition. They take them to court, or they even go further than that, brothers and sisters, where some of these individuals end up losing their lives. In a democratic country, brothers, are we not? Really?
I mean, they should ensure that when the next election is called, that this government becomes a thing of history.
And that is the only way, brothers and sisters, on a point of view. This is why you need to go and confirm, reconfirm, whatever it is, and make sure the government doesn't call elections. Boy, so that they wouldn't revert back to the old list that they have, where they can utilize it. But even if they were to revert back, the individuals living overseas should realize Dominica is not going forward in any way, shape, or form. And as a result of whatever time that they choose to come down to vote against the oppressive system that has happened. St. Kitts did it. Yes, brothers and sisters, when the government from St. Kitts brought in individuals, not this present one, when they brought in individuals to come and vote, these folks voted against the government that brought them to vote. Why can't Dominica do this? I mean, my God, Dominica has everything. Boy. Brothers and sisters, one of the things I always look at is the currency of time, man. And realizing how much Dominicans have lost as a result of time being wasted. Dominica could be a flourishing nation with all that God has granted Dominica. Hélas, boy. Hélas.
We need to fix our judicial system. We need to ensure
the whole system has to fix, my brother.
And fear. But if you examine my case, the injustice, the fact that individuals, the magistrates and everyone else knew full well that I was working overseas at the time, but yet they would put court for appearance, just come without any explanation. They would come, postpone the court, sometimes just with 2 months in between or 1 month. So I had to go back to South Sudan, come back down.
Killing time. And they're trying to put pressure on you for spending the money. You make your money overseas. They want you to spend the money to come back. And then they adjourn it, you go back. Then they say court appearance, you come back, they adjourn it again. And then so it was. Just wasting. Who pays the price for wasting the citizens' time? And sometimes it will have to be the government, brothers and sisters. But the government doesn't come out from pocket. You know why? Because they're taking the citizens' money as a result of being the state. They take the state, boy, and they're going after people. Taking your money that's supposed to be used to help you. They're going after the opposition, brothers and sisters. For foolish nonsense. One of the things that startled me when they talk about incitement and Scarrett is on camera inciting the people to throw hot water on the opposition if they were to come to their doorstep. No police go for Scarrett. No. But they're talking about incitement. Really?
Very, very short notice with all of the implications for that, the cost of tickets, etc. But it appeared that it was done deliberately.
Of course.
Just to frustrate. And so that's what we have. It seems that the justice system in Dominica is used to prosecute the opposition. Police, we have seen, are very eager to arrest opposition figures and less eager or less willing or able to deal with the serious crime problem that we have here in Dominica.
All kind of crime happening in Dominica, they're not solving it. But you know what they're taking foot on? Going after people that go against the government. Make that make sense for me. In a democratic country where that is a right of the citizens. If they do not side with what the government, they have the right. Now people today are fearful of talking because they are fearful of losing their job. They are fearful because they might not get appointed. They are fearful of losing the house that they give them as a result of the backs of the people, whether it's through CBI or because of natural disasters as a result of World Bank giving people's house. You think it's carried money and government money that giving you their money to do these things? They're using your money. Your birthright money to do these things, and then you feel like you have to be loyal to the people that are using your money against you. Can you imagine what kind of insane? Oh, I tell you.
So it's time we get serious about this. It's time the police, the people of Dominica, get serious about what's going on in this country and demand.
Oh boy, I tell you
that justice prevails. It's not fair that individuals like myself has to be dragged before a court. In a system that seems so unjust. It's costing quite a bit by here. Not only the cost of travel, but the lawyer fees, the wasted time. Like today, I could be doing something else. I have to be in court. I'll probably spend most of the morning there just to be told that the court is postponed again.
Exactly.
It's likely that we get another
that is what happening.
Waste another morning.
Wasting time, brothers. Wasting time for 8 years. 8 years. 8.
But we'll continue to do what we have to do. Certainly, I'm not one to not obey the court of law. We'll do what they require of us. We'll be obedient. We'll be pliant. But at the end of the day, justice will prevail. The same way the High Court ruled that this case against myself was really frivolous, had no merit. It's the same way we'll get that redemption in the magistrate's court.
I remember when Thompson them actually went out to find out what has happened with the money. The very money that Scarrett them promised Lennox Linton that he will deliver 2019, brothers and sisters, before COVID, before Rona. 2019 said they'll embarrass him. So Thompson had to take them to court to try to find out about the money. It's still going on, brothers and sisters. Scarrett asking them how they get the money to take government to court. Instead of Scarrett saying, you know what, you don't have to take us to court. Let us bring the things because we are a transparent government. Let us bring the information that you guys require. Let's bring everything. We are transparent. Look. He never showed it to Lennox. Now they have to take them to court. And imagine they actually went to try to get the case for the people to know what happened with the CBI money. They tried to get it thrown out. But they're going after opposition. Okay.
It might not be today, but it will come. We're very confident of that. So we just want to thank all of you for your support. It's raining, so I'm stuck in the car. I can't even go out to the court, but it is raining heavily here in Roseau. As if the heavens are crying over the injustice that has been perpetrated on myself and others like me. But we continue to fight. We are undoubted, we are unbent, we are unbowed, and we will overcome. There's no doubt in my mind that this struggle is one for the future of Dominica. The struggle that we're involved in is one to build a better Dominica, is one to create opportunities
for humans, boy. For humans,
to reverse the state of social and economic decline that is so prevalent in Dominica today. We are committed as the United Workers' Party Team Dominica to fix our judicial system, to restore economy.
You have to
to
fix
create
the whole
opportunities
system.
for young people, and above all, to be accountable to the people of Dominica. And talking about law cases, as I close up there this morning, and hope and pray that during this opportunity to run to court, is to say that next month, on the 26th of January, we are back in court with the CDI case. For those of you who
Okay, that's what I was talking about right there.
We, the United Workers' Party Team Dominica, after years of talking about it, we eventually took, under my leadership as United Workers' Party Team Dominica leader, we took the government to court over the CDI matter. We were able to hire the services of a distinguished constitutional lawyer in Amand Ramlugan, who is a former Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. The people of Dominica, people like yourselves, contributed tremendously to this effort, be able to raise significant sums of money to pay the King's Counsel. And so far, he has represented extremely well. We've had two very serious, if you like, victories in the court so far. The first time in April of this year, the second time in October. In April, the question was whether or not the court had jurisdiction to hear the matter of accountability of government. That was overturned. The government, we won in this case. The court ruling that yes, under the Constitution of Dominica, they do in fact have the jurisdiction to hear the matter. In October, the court further ruled that Bernie Ryan was more than competent as a citizen of Dominica and the chairperson of the St. Joseph United Workers' Party.
I think that's when they tried to throw it out. That's when they tried to throw it out. That's boy.
Association. He was more than competent to actually bring a charge, or to take the government to court for the accountability. Now, what we're asking that the court rules that every single dollar that is gained under the Citizens by Investment Program, that this is
accounted for.
The consolidated fund.
Yes, comes to Dominica. Yes.
Because our understanding is that money is coming for this fund elsewhere.
Yeah. Why is he doing outside there? Isn't this money raised for Dominica to use? What is the money doing outside? Brother and sister, help, talk to me now, please. What is the money doing outside there when the money is being raised for the use of Dominica? You have all sorts of people having the money outside there. This is one of the reasons why people are saying the government, the present government, the Prime Minister of Dominica is a billionaire. Because apparently there's billions of dollars outside there. And they have admitted it. They have admitted that there's monies outside there. Keep in mind, they say there's some monies are coming and there's money for quote-unquote development. They finally had to admit it when Lennox was talking about the shot dog and those kind of things. They scary came on the radio and finally admitted that there's monies that are for development. If money is for development of Dominica, what on earth you doing outside of Dominica? What on earth you doing outside there?
Private individuals. And the other thing that we are asking the judge for is to make known to the Dominican public the contractual arrangement that the government of Dominica has with MMC. An arrangement which, quite strangely, money belongs to the government, yet it goes to this private individual, and he turns around and gives it to government, including for, we are told, the building of the international airport.
The citizens' money. As a result of the controllers of it, the citizens give the right to control the money by the government, to do what is right. And the citizens have no idea how their money is being spent. In fact, some foreigner is handling the money and giving it back to the government. Can you imagine that? Boy, what kind of madness is this, boy?
So that particular case is coming up on the 26th. The judge, when we met in October, the High Court judge also ruled that in this particular instance, the government of Dominica must furnish every bit of evidence that we have requested, including the contracts from MMC, including the contract
everything, yes,
any other individual and so on. We need to understand exactly what's going on before.
Exactly. How on earth Dominicans cannot know what is happening with their money? How on earth? Just the other day, I was talking about the sentiment that was happening in Dubois, brothers and sisters. The government meeting on a matter that is dealing with the people's health and for nature and natural aspect that affecting them. And they don't invite the people. Boy, what trouble is that, boy? But where be there, the boy?
Or CBI program, and those documents are to be submitted by the end of this month. That's the order of the court to this government. So we expect.
But you know they're not gonna do it. You need to probably present some, not all. And then you have to go back again to that boy.
Our lawyers should be very much be in receipt of those documents. And once we have those documents, the case will be heard on the 26th. So we are looking forward to that in the new year. That is something that Dominicans have long awaited, accountability. for this particular CBI program. All right, so just wanted to inform you of that. That's coming up. But today is court day for me. Today it is court. Again, I'm going in for a case that dates back to 2017, 24th court appearance for that particular case, stretched out over about 3 years. And that's where we are. That's where we are. The fight, the battle continues. La luta continua. We continue to struggle. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the weak. But we are fortified, and we feel strength that you're sending to me, and we'll continue. We'll continue to overcome. We'll definitely overcome. I'm confident that things will go well in the court today, and that this idea that I must be, by all means, that I must be found guilty, I must be convicted, will really be dealt a severe blow, and that the common sense one will prevail, but importantly, the rule of law will prevail, and the respect for the decisions made in the High Court by the lower court must be enforced and must be reinforced. And so that's where we are. I'll let you know what happens later in the day. I'll be back to give you an update after all of that has transpired. I see the rain easing up a little bit. I still can go out in the rain. I don't have an umbrella.
Anyways, guys, so he did give an update on this thing. But something I want to point out right there, brothers and sisters, Thompson doesn't have to go through all of that, no? Thompson doesn't have to go through all of that, man. I remember having a conversation with him, and it seems like he's passionate about Dominica, what Dominica has, and the potential that Dominica can give to its people. Obviously, also coping with the global aspect and the modernization of the global aspect to incorporate that into Dominica. I think that is one of the great things that is vastly lacking in Dominica. Dominicans have fallen behind drastically as a result of the very present regime that is there. And Thompson then wants to bring change to that aspect. Because I was asking Thompson, why? And he knows there's brilliantness in Dominica and Dominicans. He mentioned the Dominican people. And I'm just saying, bro, you don't have to do this. You can go there and make millions of dollars for yourself and for your family. And you don't have to worry with Dominica. Because, brothers and sisters, I'm one of the advocates. I understand the power Dominica has, but unless the people want to make the change, unless the people decide, hey, I'm coming to vote, I myself... Brothers and sisters, if you want to fight for yourself, brothers, why should I fight for you? There are some people who are in need, no doubt about it, will fight for those. But when people are capable and not wanting to fight for their own self and their own liberation because they are getting free breadcrumbs, that I cannot understand that. But he wants to do it. That is the crazy part to me. That is the crazy part. To me, man. Kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you, man.
I'm just outside the courthouse now. It's a quick update, very quick update. At least I did not waste the entire morning, but my matter has been adjourned.
Of course.
Until...
Of course. Of course.
April of next year.
Oh, April. Okay, so... Wait. April? But then the other one is also April? Well, I guess.
Another delay.
I guess both of them are in April. Maybe the court has a break or something. Maybe that's why. There's a break. January, February, March, April. Maybe the court starts back in April. That's why all the cases go into April. But then again, that's consistently 24 times. That'll be 25th time, really.
Showed up this morning in the rain. But that's it.
Wasting time. No, the government have to pay for my gas. The court, everybody have to... How are you calling me to court? I come into court and then you are adjourning the matter. Well, I don't know if it's 24 times. And I have to be spending money to come court for all your shortcomings. Really? Somebody should take the court to court for that nonsense. I wonder if that is possible, brothers and sisters. I was looking into that. I was looking into that for real.
System. So, yeah, we'll be back in court in April.
That's crazy, man. Anyways, he has another update, brothers and sisters, on the clarification of what he just revealed a while ago.
Yes, so it's me again. I just wanted to explain what we have been talking about, because I got a lot of queries concerning that particular case and why it is that even today I'm still in court. Now, in 2017, 7th of February 2017, the United Workers' Party held a major rally in Roseau between 12 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon, calling for the resignation of Roosevelt Skerritt. At the time, I was a senator in Parliament. or coming out of this particular event, the government of Dominica accused us of attempting to overthrow the government, upon which I was arrested at gunpoint and taken to the police headquarters.
But wait a while, how are you guys getting arrested for something that they make up? However, lawyers and other people are caught in certain acts, and they're not going for these people who have clearly committed crimes. They're not going for the people who clearly commit crime. Just like I mentioned, Scared was inciting people to throw hot water on people. That is inciting violence. Correct me if I'm wrong, eh? Labor rights for the correct me if I'm wrong. I want to know that I'm wrong. I want to be the wrongest person. That's not a word, but I want to be the wrongest person on planet Earth. I want to be, but unfortunately, my God, unfortunately, I am not wrong, man. That is an unfortunate demise, circumstance there.
Interrogated and so on. Eventually, they dropped the charge of attempting to overthrow the government, and instead I was charged with 2 separate charges. One for obstruction, because they claimed that I stood in front of a vehicle and prevented the police from doing their work on that day. And secondly, I was charged with riotous behavior, or basically riling up the crowd to riot against the government. Following that, I left for South Sudan in April of 2017, just a couple months later. Now, the case goes initially, the 2 charges against me goes to the magistrate's court, where a determination would be made whether there was enough evidence from the government to send that case to the High Court. That took several years. I was out of the country at that time. When I returned to Dominica, I found out that the case was going on. I informed the court that I was coming back to Dominica. They sent police officers at the airport where I was arrested on arrival back in Dominica. And then...
So you tell them you're coming back and they send police. You tell the court you're coming back and they send police. Yo, it's just a show. It's a show that there. A show.
The ordeal started in the courts, in the magistrate's court. So several appearances in the magistrate's court, postponements and so on. I appeared before Magistrate Loader. Eventually, Magistrate Loader decided that there was enough evidence through paper committal to send the case up to the High Court. But what he did at the time was to maintain the charge of obstruction in the magistrate's court, and then to send the charge of riotous behavior to the High Court. That happened a couple of years ago, but when it got to the High Court, it moved relatively quickly. So the High Court quickly heard our case. We immediately put in for no case submission, which was accepted by the High Court, that I had absolutely no case to answer. In fact, I was not even arraigned. The judge prevented my arraignment. They prevented the charge even being read to me. The judge was of the opinion that this particular matter was not based in justice. It was a frivolous charge, and he dismissed every single charge. He dismissed the charge against me. Right? Now, that charge was dismissed, and in his ruling, the judge indicated that the government of Dominica was forbidden to take any further action against me on anything relating to the events of September 7th, 2017.
So the government went against the High Court to do what it chose to do. The government went against the High Court. That's what happened here, brothers and sisters. The government chose to willfully go against the High Court's ruling.
So we fully expected that covered, and we, based on the way the judgment was written, that also covered the matter at the magistrate's court, which was ongoing under a different magistrate. That is the charge of obstruction. So we, at the next hearing for the obstruction case, we took the order of the High Court judge to the magistrate and said, hey, here it is. The judge, the High Court judge, has forbidden any type of trial to continue against me on anything having to do with the 2017, and he's given very clear reasons for that.
But is that the case? Why? Who is taking the magistrate court? Who is taking the magistrate court to court? Who? For going against a court that has a higher jurisdiction, a higher ruling over you, you decide you still continuing it? Bro.
In his ruling, the magistrate basically said that, well, that does not apply to him because the case number under which he was hearing my case was not included in the judgment of the High Court. Is thereupon we decided, well, we have to take the magistrate back to the High Court. So we effectively, my lawyers effectively went back to the High Court, asking the judge to compel the magistrate to adhere to the order not to continue with that case in the lower court. So we did that, but that is taking time to go through. In the meantime, the magistrate is continuing to hear the case against the lower court, and that's the reason why I was in court today.
But if you defy the magistrate court because of the ruling of the High Court, do they have right to come for you? Do they have any jurisdiction to come for you? Because the higher court that has supreme authority over the magistrate court has made a ruling. And if it has made a ruling, therefore whatever ruling the magistrate wants to do, they say no more of these cases. Magistrate want to call it. Who does the police have to obey when it comes? Because it's conflicting, that there's a conflict. And it should be a conflict because the higher supreme authority over the magistrate court has made a ruling. Therefore, should Thompson not adhere to what the magistrate court is doing? Because it's in total defiance to the High Court?
Said 24 court appearances on 2 separate charges. Everybody's finding that kind of strange. They were asking the question why it is that they did not submit both of the charges to the High Court, why it is that one charge was kept in the lower court.
It's about killing time. This is why they're continuing with the case and postponing it, just like they just postponed your case yesterday. It's all about killing time. So then you do that one, then you have to come back with that one and go to High Court. Killing time. It's all about killing time. That's all it's about.
And one sent to the High Court. But anybody following this will understand exactly why that was being done, and the fact that we got this major victory in the High Court. We fully expected that my 8-year ordeal.
And the government did want to pay, because I think if I remember correctly, that 8-year ordeal, brothers and sisters, the government has to pay them for thing. I think no, I don't think you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this here. But I do remember that there is some counteract, just like when somebody sue you, counter sue, there is that sentiment right there. Because then the government has to pay for wasting these people's 8 years of time. There's not just like me, but anybody want to sue me, no problem, sue me, go ahead. But just know I must come if a counter sue. And there's most likely always you're going to lose. You must lose. It's one of the reasons why the government has my second case and they keep killing time. Because I sue them twice. I win the first one, but is part of the... Anyways, let me not talk about that. I sue them twice, brothers and sisters. And that partner, that Corporal Louis partner, he lucky, in the court. You lucky, boy. Because I want.
Would be over. But that has not been the case. So we continue. And this morning, when we appeared in court, we were told that we would have to come back in April. So I just wanted to make that clarification because of the many questions that people are asking, and also the confusion as to what exactly is happening. Thank you.
Well, guys, just in case if you were having confusions about the first video, well, he clarified this one right there. But it's all about killing time. I've been saying this over and over and over. And sometimes people don't listen until they realize it's too late. Just like I mentioned about the whole situation involving the digging and the mining. Why on earth did they choose this specific area? Why? When there were previous studies done for a better, more conducive area, and then I found out that these lands were apparently sold to a certain businessman in Portsmouth. The very land that were conducive, studies were done to show that this is the place that is conducive to build an international airport. Scared them, decide they don't want it because it's United Workers Party place. They don't want it. And then I found out that these parts of this area was sold because apparently they were owing certain people certain monies as a result of election and probably couldn't pay them, so they gave them land in that vicinity, and then they chose somewhere else. And today the land is feeling the burden of pressure as a result of the bad decisions that the government usually tends to make. Now, when I say these things, people say, but Mr. X, why are you saying these things for? Brothers and sisters, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, please. I want to be wrong. I want to be the wrongest person on planet Earth, brothers and sisters. That's what I aspire to be. When it comes to this sentiment, because I doesn't make up things, you know, but I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, you heard it from Thompson Fountain right there. The information resulted in him. There's another video that I saw like I indicated before. I might do it on Monday. We'll see how that goes. I was going to do a different video, but I'll do it tomorrow, brothers and sisters. And of course, do the comments for you guys right there tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, brothers and sisters, on this here vibration. Don't forget to subscribe so be notified when I post and publish that reaction right there. And of course, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Keep it in mind, leave your thoughts and comments on this here video. Hopefully, if you leave enough comments, brothers and sisters, that surpasses the other comments of the week, I'll be reacting to this here video. I would hope that you guys definitely leave your thoughts and comments on this here one so I can react to what you guys have to say right there, because I want to hear what you guys have to say as well when it comes to the sentiment and react to it publicly. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts and comments in this here vibration. Sorry for saying so long. I thought I was going to be short on these here vibes. But of course, like any day before, brothers and sisters, be real. Start king always. Thanks so much for watching. And with that, stay right there. Be positive.